Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. So we've got a little bit of prepping to do before heading out this time. And I've taken a look at our party and kind of decided where I think everybody needs to be. What I'd like to see is some de-stressing action happening for Faucon, who will only drink. And then also LATGH here, who will also only drink. That is a little bit annoying, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I would need to get it up to here to get another one. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. We're gonna go ahead and not have enough portraits to actually do that. That was kind of a waste. That's unfortunate. All right. Well then, in that case, we'll head on over to the sanitarium. And I'm thinking Mandeville has really the only negative trait that's like immediately relevant in combat, which is the minus speed when she is hurt. So I'd like to go ahead and get rid of that. So we'll go ahead and remove her winded. And then we do have some diseases that might be worthwhile to remove, like rabies, speed, but minus accuracy and crit. So since rabies isn't exactly purely negative, we'll go ahead and deal with the fits first, as the bonus speed is much less beneficial than the accuracy and crit negatives, whereas the damage buff isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, there's an argument to be made for rabies actually being a positive on certain characters. And then, you know, now that we've spent the money already, let's take a look here. I do have a ton of busts lined up and 8 crests. Let's go ahead and do the
front line of this war is not in the dungeon, but rather inside the mind.
Didn't want to interrupt there. Let's go ahead and do the medical devices upgrade just to maybe get the chance to reduce both of those diseases right off the bat, which would be rather nice. And then we'll head over to our embarkation screen, where I'd really like to get out there with Port, our new Houndmaster class, because I have yet to play with him at all. So I'm kind of thinking, I might do him in the second slot here. Could pop her in the back. Vane's got a little bit of stress on him, but 40, you know, I think he could be okay. And then we could get a front line level 1 there. Again, kind of aiming for getting as many level 2 characters as I can, so that we can knock out all of these level 1 bosses, and then our level 3 guys are kind of going through the rounds of just removing all their negative quirks, increasing all of their abilities and armor so that they are very, very ready to head into the level 3 dungeons, because they're going to be a significant difficulty spike for us. As far as our level 1 options, it's mostly boss battles, which I'm not looking to get into right now. There is one long mission that is very cool, but I kind of feel like with the level 0 characters plus the amount of stress that we've got, that's probably not wise. Don't have any short missions, so instead we're going to end up with the medium explore of the runes. This should be fine. She's going to be a-okay in the back. He's still got his heal, and all of his other abilities now work from that. 3rd rank Port here can do his thing from the 2nd rank with no problem. And of course, Villon has no trouble right up front. So yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with that. Let's go ahead and provision out this party. We do gain this handy dandy dog treat for having a Houndmaster with us. So this is going to be a consumable item that he is able to use. This is a medium mission, so I'm thinking the 2nd stack of food is warranted. Go ahead and grab the 8 torches. We're going into the runes, so like 2 shovels. And then just going to do 1 of everything else, which basically exhausts our gold stores anyway, so that should be fine. Anything I'm missing there? No, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and kick this one off. The undead will not bleed, but they can be blighted. Alright. So, actually, now that I kind of think about the Houndmaster may be a little bit handicapped coming down here. There's still plenty of creatures in the runes that can be bled, that, you know, that are not undead. But when we fight them, we'll want to be looking at our other abilities instead of using his like full party bleed ability.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
All right, we've got a pretty straightforward path that we'd want to take here, kind of winding down to catch everything, and then the mission will end in the second to last room. We could potentially camp right off the bat to get rid of everybody's stress, but I'm probably going to somewhat stupidly...
Ambushed by foul invention.
Oh, man, that doesn't help my case at all. Somewhat stupidly push Vane here kind of to the brink. It's already at 56, though. That, like, him being the one to run into that trap was kind of the worst possible outcome. Okay. But we could get lucky in just the number of fights that we have. Maybe we'll avoid combat for the most part. Never mind. That's not going to happen. The nefarious blanket fire, my old friend. All right, let's go ahead and get an abyssal artillery to start things off. Get these guys both pretty hurt. I might be able to do that. All right, that's exactly what I wanted to see. No more need to worry about him. Damage against beasts. He can increase dodge. He can also potentially stun. And you know, that's not the worst idea in the world.
A devastating blow.
Oh man, if I could have gotten that stun off on him, I would have been a lot happier. I'm thinking the bleed stacking is probably not going to be necessary on these guys. Of course, they're going to be more than willing to use it against us. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the heals started. He's already down to 12, so let's get him back up. Very nice, very nice. And then, I want to try for it again. I mean, I guess the 50% resist is kind of a reason to avoid that. I could do 4 to 7, 3 to 6, or let's go ahead and just try the bleeds. Okay. The 2 damage was kind of nice there, not gonna lie. He's taking a few, but this will probably get him killed, and indeed it did. And then all she can really do is blind fire, which is pretty lame considering it's probably just going to hit a... Oh no, I can sniper shot. Okay. That was silly of me. He's of course a large character, so I thought sniper shot was just 3 and 4, but it can hit slot 2, so he is totally a viable target for that. Okay. Anybody else real low? Yeah, he's taking enough damage. Oh my god. That's just the first bleed I think I've seen since getting him the cleansing crystal, which is very disappointing. But we're stacking plenty of bleed on these guys as well. Really targeting port there, which is unfortunate. Oh man. Speaking of unfortunate, misses like that are not what I'm needing right now. Get him down to 11. We're just really not stacking enough bleed for that to really be worthwhile. Alright, let's see if maybe we can't do a little bit better at our healing that time. He's taking 4 per round. Yeah, we gotta use that bandage there. Alright, and then gets him down to 9, gets another point of bleed on him. So we just need to do 6. That's guaranteed to get the kill then. Awesome. Please stop doing that, that would be great. You know, I guess we could go ahead and flare. He'll get a speed and dodge buff.
The bigger the beast.
We may not actually see the ability to bring it into a combat round, but, you know, better that than an attack that would serve virtually no purpose. Bookshelf. I don't know that there's anything you can use on the bookshelf. I think it's just a possibility of a positive quirk or stress. I'm taking a quick moment here to think about my torch usage. I'm probably going to have to get a little bit low. Pop one here, and then probably go to here before camping. That's my thought anyway. Nice. The scout is very, very good. I do appreciate that. If for nothing else than just, I guess, a little bit of peace of mind. Okay, now this decorative urn, I believe takes holy water, but I don't remember what it does for us. Okay, just valuables. Quite a bit, though. 1,500 from that. Definitely paid for the holy water. Okay, so if no fights here, we're using about 40% of our torchlight, getting through a hallway. And no more fights there. That's reassuring. Do we want to do another one? I guess in case it's unsettling, and it is, we'll use somebody with the least amount of stress on them. Okay, we'll get to here. I'm probably going to need, man, it's got to be port, right? Like, just killing it with the scouting chances from the Houndmaster. Not going to camp here. We'll go ahead and press on. Not too worried about the torchlight at the moment.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
But we will likely end up using a torch just
Finding the stuff is
prior.
only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah. I don't want to do pitch black. So we'll go ahead. Let's head in here. We'll do this fight in relatively low light, which will probably mean it's not going to go super well for us. I do like that dodge, though. I do like that dodge, too. It does have 10 dodge, which is pretty decent. I guess it's almost base. She doesn't have it, but has, well, kind of higher HP in order to compensate, I guess. It's down to 11. I really got to get the heals going here. I would love to get like a critical heal. That could really turn the tide here for us on getting ahead of all of the damage that we've got incoming. Now she's going to be doing stress, and that's absolutely the last person we want her doing it to. So I tell you what, I'd say it's worthwhile to try to get the double stun, which we did get. Awesome. She's going to be debuffed for a while, but I think the 2 lost turns more than make up for that. Alright, and again, he's at 15. 9 is what I needed to see there. Okay. I'll clear his stun. I was hoping it's going to be a problem.
Reeling, about to break.
Vane, why do you do this to me? Alright. Yep, I'm bad at that. I really should learn lessons about how really. Okay. That's fine. We don't need to hit enemies or anything in order to win fights. Okay. I was gonna say, I really need to get better about learning exactly where I can push characters to for the stress. You know, he came down here with 40, which if it was on any other character, no other character has gained 60 stress down here. But of course, the one guy that can't afford it, that's the guy constantly being targeted by stress attacks. That's the guy walking into random traps. It's just been a little bit of misfortune, and then probably, admittedly, a little bit of miscalculation on my part. Alright, you are at 9. Not quite as much as I needed, really. And a 5. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. And then all we've got to worry about is some bumps in the night. This, of course, assumes... Well, that was pretty convenient, not going to lie there. This, of course, assumes that our occultist is going to be cooperative in providing us the heals that we need.
They can be beaten.
Alright, now, I assume that this would wear off after camping. I think it's a buff, if I remember correctly, like a damage buff, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and just camp now. Our inventory's full anyway.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
He refused to eat, so he took damage instead of regaining health. Absolutely fantastic. She is bleeding, so we could use that. Let's go ahead and restring crossbow. HP's not in terrible shape. I'm going to go ahead and toss a wound care on. I was really hoping it would get the bleed as well. Now, we still got to worry about stress reduction for our occultist, though. Therapy dog might be worthwhile. Get some plus crit. Ooh, that looks really good, too. Alright, let's do this. We're going to therapy dog him. He's then going to abandon hope, which affects everybody else negatively, but he's the one most in need of the stress reduction. And then we've got 3 left, and I'm thinking the accuracy and damage on bigger targets is her best bet there. Alright, and that'll do it for this campfire. Not the greatest condition coming out of it. We've still got a lot of stress to deal with.
The promise of safety.
Have her check out the holy fountain. Okay. Just gold. And, of course, stress for her trouble. We need to wind around that way. Okay. And we have gotten some scouts off here, so I'm assuming that the hallways are clear. I also believe both of the... Are you kidding me right now, Vane? With this... We just... That had no effect on him. Interesting. Apparently he doesn't care about unsettling passages. Well, that's something. I'm assuming we've also scouted both of these rooms and they are empty. So, I have a little bit of danger coming from through here. We don't have any holy water anymore. Nothing but ashes inside without it. Alright, and this is going to be our last shovel. Other than that, looks like a clear hallway. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 torches there. We'll get our torchlight back up to 90. And no fight here. Very nice. So this could go fairly smoothly. Alright, we got another urn. I'm not sure if, like, without the holy water... Okay, we can still find stuff in it, even without that.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Flashfire gunpowder is actually not too bad. I think I could sacrifice 2 accuracy for additional 10% damage. Also some onyx and citrine. We do not have enough room for it all, though. Well, I tell you what. Since you refused to eat the last time, we're going to force feed you now. Oh, trap. Lovely.
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Oh my god, so much stress off of that. I think we're gonna need some serious therapy sessions by the time we are done moving through here. I believe that I don't know what that requires, and I don't feel like risking it right now. That is what I believe. Alright. We do have 3 targets that are also susceptible to bleed. But stun doesn't sound too bad either. Also just get the Hound's Rush down for just straight damage. Let's go ahead and do the multi-target. Okay. That's pretty much the best possible results. Stressful incantations are not what we're needing right now. I forgot about that. That's probably why our Torchlight is going down so very quickly. Is her stressful incantation also reduces the light level. Alright, we need to do just a tiny, tiny bit of damage to him. So I'm going to go ahead and attack just to get rid of his action. Going for the old gods. And got the resist. That's very nice. Down to 5, which are a very small amount of bleed, unfortunately, is not going to do it there. And very nice resist again. Except our Occultist chooses to berate everyone at all times. Alright. Okay, we've got her out of the picture, so at least no more horrible stress-inducing attacks. Got him down to 3. And the protection debuff, although he does not have any protection, so that doesn't really apply. Not the worst. We did take a little more stress in this than I would have liked.
At least promises success.
Alright. I'd like the deeds. I'd like the deeds a lot. What can I do without? Tell you what. Let's go ahead and... haven't seen any blight down here at all. Let's go ahead and ditch that. Also, we've got a full stack of onyx. Okay, that's why we can't accept any more. 500, anything worth getting rid of? Tell you what, it's more than the gold we have is worth. Although, if we see any more gold, we're probably going to end up ditching a medicinal herb next. We are also going to find ourselves running out of the torchlights. Get that up to 70. Alright. This fight, I'm worried about. Right off the bat. We've got both the Cultist Acolyte and the Bone Courtier. They both do stress damage.
A singular strike.
I can live with that crit, though. We need to get these guys out of this very, very quickly. So that we don't find everyone losing their damn mind. Oh, that's a bad move. Okay. It's gonna be fine. He's already acted this turn, which is something. Only 2 of these characters can be bled anyway. Stun resist 25, basically across the board, except the guy that I can't hit, who's in the very back. Lovely. See about getting rid of this guy's next action. Look. Yes, that is definitely awesome. Alright. Dead weight would have been, like, the thing that I really didn't need to have happen there. I could take care of her. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to get rid of all the stress-inducing guys. Maybe, just maybe, if we're incredibly lucky, we pull through this without port breaking. Although, truth be told, I'm going to go ahead and try the stun again. It's really the most bang for his buck right now. Truth be told, with the cultist here being irrational, I'd say the chances are extremely high that 10 stress is picked up just from him attacking something and then being berated for it. You could dead weight. Please do. Of course not. I actually want him moved. He's not going anywhere. Alright, 11. It's not too bad. I'd say a round of our Houndmaster and Hellion should be able to do it. She can do 7. Now she could do 4 relatively easily. That'll do 5 to 9 and has a slightly better chance to hit. Realizing, of course, I can't bleed him, but it just didn't matter.
As
Oh,
victory is
so
won,
much stuffs.
so too will resistance.
What do I want to do here? Pop. Last torch. We're taking the crests. We actually can use medicinal herbs to cure that, and then we can get another gold stack. Not too bad. Let's get him back in place. And without the thing, I believe that just causes stress. So I do not feel like using it. Anything else I would need to do? Not really. Let's get a move on. Again, just going to bypass one of those and walk directly into a trap.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Also not good. You'll notice Vane's beratement was actually what pushed her over the edge, which is very unfortunate. We're so close, though. Just a few more rooms. Okay, we know we've got 2 fights coming up. 2 fights coming up. Okay, Webbers are not that bad. I can deal with Webbers. I do need... Oh, that is so huge for us right now. To get him max HP again is awesome. Alright, he's down right away. This is a beast, so I do get my damage boost. And, man.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Gonna go ahead and ignore the single portrait. If I could have more fights like that, walk into them, basically just heal and then walk back out, yeah, I will take that all day. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to see. We just have an empty couple of rooms after this, so this is going to be our last fight. Torchlight's a little bit low, but we should be okay. Okay. It's all undead. They do have stress.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
She's at 113. I can't see her maxing out and having the threat of a heart attack
And now
really
the
being a
true
problem.
test.
Of course,
Hold
Death's
fast,
Door is exactly what I don't
expire.
want right now. Let's go ahead and Barbaric Yop. Try to take both of these guys out of the fight for a little bit here. Ensure that he gets a chance to act prior to any of the opponents. We'll go ahead and do the heal. 9's not bad. I'm not going to complain about that at all. We'll go ahead and Hound's Rush. If he can't inflict his bleed, he's kind of worthless, truth be told, but lovely. Faucon, why are you randomly masochistically attacking yourself? Oh, and I should have used the little doggy treat bone. Alright, the next time Houndmaster comes up, that is definitely my #1 priority. And we're going to get another Tempting Goblet, which is going to push him over the edge. Oh no. Okay. It's fine.
Reeling, gasping, taken over
Oh
the edge
no,
into
don't
madness.
don't betray the dog. Not anything but the dog. Okay. Oh no, he passed his turn. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not actually fine. I'm lying right now, but I'm gonna pull this out. I actually think the fight's going to go okay. Some like really unfortunate critical hits or very inopportune pass turns could theoretically end in defeat or a lost life. That stuff ain't helping, but I don't see it being a huge problem. You're busy sharing a bone and therefore can't eat the dog treat? Are you kidding me? Okay. Double damage, plus 20 accuracy, plus 5 crit. That is freaking sweet, man. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. 11. No wonder. So the only way that that would possibly be balanced is by him having a relatively low starting or base damage.
Executed with impunity.
Wow. Alright.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
So, not the easiest dungeon we've ever encountered, but we did make it through. Got an heirloom chest here. We can use our key on. Secret compartment it to get a few more heirlooms. She just can't even. Alright, and beyond that, should just be a walk in the park for these last couple of hallways. Might end up taking a little bit of unnecessary stress, but then again we might end up hitting the mother load. Hey, I mean, that's
to the brave and
as
the
mother loads
foolhardy
go.
alike.
650 gold. I'm not going to say no to it. I've already scouted both of these, so I can actually leave now. I'm pretty sure there would be nothing in the next two
The
rooms.
great ruins belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Now, that was a relatively stress-inducing run, not gonna lie. All four of these guys are gonna need some serious comforting once we get back to town. But will you look at those rewards? 28 heirlooms, nothing to sneeze at. 9,775 additional gold picked up there, plus the quest rewards themselves. So we got 2 characters up to level 2, and 2 of them up to level 1. We gained Zoophobia, Wheeled Explorer, Hylomania, Wheeled Adventurer. Alright. Kind of a mixed bag on those final results there. But again, I think the riches were worth
There is a great
it.
horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Alright, so good news here. Our upgrade of the sanitarium did actually pay off, and both of those diseases were removed. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty, it's like 550 gold that I didn't have to spend effectively. Let's go ahead and pop over to the stagecoach. Now, is there any classes we're missing? Do we have everybody? I'm blanking. So we have 13 unique classes, because I only have doubled up on the Crusader. I think that's everyone. So we might start to consider like picking up an extra Vestal could be very helpful as a healer. Especially with Vane at level 2, we're going to need someone to accompany our level 1 characters as a dedicated healing spot if we decide to use a dedicated healer anyway. She has both of the healing abilities. Scouting Chance, Bloodthirsty. Hand of Light isn't great. Dazzling Light's pretty good though. She has one of the healing abilities, and Mace Bash, but I'm less excited about the 2 negative quirks. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and welcome Farers to our little band of doomed adventurers.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Indeed she is. And then I'm going to go ahead, probably going to do this more often. I'll probably stop here. That way it gives me an opportunity to plan all this stuff out, and I don't spend as much time on camera weighing all of my options here. But I'd say we probably have enough heirlooms for a little bit of upgrading. We're definitely going to need to do some de-stressing, and then we've got a mission to pick again. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and feel free to join me for more episodes every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.